in the Constitution, it says that a public officer shall not put himself or herself in a position where his or her personal interest conflicts or is likely to conflict, and that expression is important, is likely to conflict with the performance of the functions of his office. So I say a public officer, or yet involved in any decision about confer benefit on either you, your spouse, or a relative. Because you are advancing your own personal interest. And so as a public officer, or they make sure that you don't take part in any decision-making process that would advance or promote your own personal interest or the interest of your spouse or relative. When you do that, you are putting yourself in a situation of conflict of interest. So, but the thing is that conflict of interest, even though it's mentioned in the Constitution doesn't define the meaning and the scope of conflict of interest. That is why a Shraj in 2006 we came out with guidelines on conflict of interest. A comprehensive guidelines extremely useful for the benefit of public officers and persons in the private sector who are dealing with public offices. Now, these are guidelines, they are not laws. But as a result of these guidelines and through discussions with the Attorney General, drafted a bill called the Conduct of Public Officers Bill. No. Yes. That bill, no. Yes. 2013 Conduct of Public Officers Bill, no. It deals with conflict of interest. It deals with gifts. It deals with assets, declaration, and so on. Unfortunately, up till today, so far as I'm aware, Parliament has not passed it. And GII and Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition have been calling on Parliament to pass this bill as quickly as possible, because it's a very critical and important piece of legislation in the fight against corruption. To clarify issues of conflict of interest, gifts, assets declaration, and so on. So, but I think the guidelines are what we use at Shraj to determine complaints of conflict of interest. You see, so the President's petition to Shraj will of course handle the issue of conflict of interest and will be guided by the guidelines, by conduct guidelines which we have issued. You know, so far as the bill is concerned, it's not yet law. So Shraj may not refer to it, but I don't know.